Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello friends, this is Vijay Bambwani and I'm a trader in this market since 1986. I'm trying to help fellow traders make better decisions, whether it is trading, whether it's investment across multiple asset classes, whether it's interest rates, bonds, commodities, currencies, equities. I'm attempting to help my viewers get higher return on investment on their capital. This particular video is about how the bull market in silver is still on. The reason why I'm focusing only silver is because of late I have recorded 3 videos on gold but none on specifically silver specific. And I've been advocating a bullish outlook on silver since the year 2020, and I've revised the target upwards with a time delay, of course, because circumstances beyond our control have been pushing the timeline, and as newer developments evolve, we need to shift the goalpost along with the data points. Now, I remember telling you that the bull market for silver is primarily based on a couple of expectations. Number one is that electric vehicles will gain more and more popularity and their sales will go up year on year. I put a tick mark over there. I think the sale of electric vehicles is on track. Of course, there have been some minor hiccups like a few incidences of scooters catching fire, short-circuiting, substandard equipment, inquiries being put in place about these issues. And worldwide also, the picture is a long expected line. So that's not really a problem. The other bullish factor that I had put forth was that 5G, 5th generation mobile telephony technology, is not possible without having a little bit of silver in each and every handset, in each and every switching system, and each and every cell tower. That's a few million ounces of silver, my friends. So 5G technology is a kind of rolling out along expected lines, and we here in India can expect the rollout in late 2022 as well. The number 3 part about silver was its use in electronics. That is only going to go up because we are seeing the post-COVID lockdowns being lifted everywhere, and trade and commerce are basically humming back to life. So silver as a component is likely to see higher consumption. There's no problem with that hypothesis. Why has silver price retreated? And because I use a 360-degree worldview method of analyzing financial markets, what are the expectations now? Now you see, the biggest consumer for industrial purposes of silver is China. And we all know that the Chinese are having severe lockdowns due to a resurgent COVID kind of infection levels there. And it's off late only slowly but surely the Chinese are lifting restrictions on their domestic population as far as mobility in society is concerned. So early days yet, it's going to be a little while before the Chinese open up, but note how silver already made a bottom 2 or 3 days ago as soon as the news about the Chinese opening up their society came, and it's kind of making higher highs. Of late, in percentage terms, silver has fallen more than gold, and gold of course is seeing safe haven buying. My hypothesis on gold in a separate video is perfectly on track. We are seeing a gold price outperform the other assets. The number 2 thing about bullion, and by bullion I mean both gold and silver, is that on 8th November 2022 you have the US elections, midterm elections. Now the standard operating procedure ahead of every election, whether it is midterm or full term election, general election, is the US dollar is made stronger, which automatically means it's like a seesaw. if the dollar is going up, silver and gold go down, because the dollar is an invoicing currency in the international commodity markets, and if the currency is becoming stronger, the commodity price falls. So till 8 November 2022, I don't think you should expect a runaway rally in gold and silver, even if the stock markets were to fall. Alright, so we do expect allocation to shift out of equities, partly into debt, partly into bullion, but due to the election circumstances, dollar will be kept up and gold and silver will therefore remain under pressure. The other bullish aspect that I feel is that cryptocurrencies were eating into the market share, the mind space and the safe haven buying habit that mankind has formed for over 3,000 years of buying into gold and silver, of course. So bullion was losing certain amount of market share to cryptocurrencies, and now that cryptocurrencies are nosediving, bullion is back in the game. According to me, it never left, but alright, you can say that it's back in the game, to each his own. And silver, of course, will be back in the reckoning. The other aspect is that crude oil prices, which are now stickily staying in triple digit marks, although I'm not very gung-ho and bullish on crude oil over the long run. I've made videos about how I debunk the super cycle theory or the grand super cycle theory in base metals. I also don't subscribe to the super cycle theory in crude oil. But so far, because of war and geopolitical bargaining chip being made out of both natural gas, more importantly, and crude oil less much so. But the fact that crude is sticking above 100 means alternate sources of energy, renewable sources of energy, especially solar, become a lot more viable. Now, how can you make solar? By using photovoltaic cells. What goes into photovoltaic cells? Silver. There you go again. So higher oil prices and gas prices will see silver gaining more and more industrial usage, and therefore post-elections, midterm elections in US on 8 November 2022, I expect a bull market to begin in both silver and gold. Last but not the least, let's see the chart of silver on your screen. This is a long-term chart. I have taken the bottom that silver made in the pandemic, post-pandemic lockdown lows. This was more of a nervousness coming into the market where every asset class got sold down, and you can see silver plummeted as well. Now I've taken that low as a starting point and the high that silver made in India, the lifetime high that silver made in India, as the end point. Now you're all familiar with Fibonacci retracements. Now these are time-tested methods of lending a certain amount of predictability to the price. The primary retracement levels after a rally, a decline, or after a decline, a corrective gain are called retracements. So the primary retracement levels that we Fibonacci followers look out for is 38.2% as a primary level, 50% is the second level, and the third and most important level, called the golden ratio, is 61.8%. Unless and until silver gives up more than 61.8% of the gains that it made after the panic low of March to the rally till 77,000, I would not say that the bull market in silver is over. Now, as you can see on that chart, a 61.8% retracement means that silver will have to fall below 50,500, or to be on the safer side, let's take a round number, 50,000 rupees per kilo. I'm talking of price in Indian rupees per kilogram on the multi-commodity exchange in India. So unless the price really falls below 50,000 rupees a kilo and stays below that level, the bull is very much alive and kicking in silver, And if you're basically writing an obituary or writing off silver, you are doing so at your own peril. It's a question of time, it's a matter of time, and like I said, the biggest factor pushing down commodity prices and more importantly bullion prices is the US midterm elections. Let that go and you'll see that silver and gold both are back in the reckoning. On this cheerful note, I bid goodbye to you, not before reminding you to click like on this video if you liked what you saw. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Click on the bell icon to receive instant alerts about fresh videos being put about here. Good, bad or ugly, I always welcome my viewers' feedback in the comment section. And please help me reach out to fellow like-minded smart traders like yourselves by referring my video to your family and friends. Thank you for your patience and sticking around in this video till we meet again in my next. This is Vijay Bambwani signing off for now. Have a very, very profitable day, my friends. Bye-bye.